Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm still doing the stream settings. I need a while since I need to set up the chat every time. Oh, have CA Avian. I'm not doing. I think probably not going to do quests today because my subs are not strong enough for it. Okay, that's good. Oh, still? I do think it's maybe just that track in particular. Because if I lower it, you couldn't hear it anymore, so. Let me just change. Should be a bit better. Because I couldn't really lower it more. If I lower it more, you couldn't hear it anymore. The in-game sound will cover it. You need carry. I couldn't carry now though. Should be better now, right? FMJ? On Rena, not really. You can see my comments on the Rena FMJ inside my Discord. I've commented and give a too long don't read for it. Like it has like better board damage, but there's a lot of problems with it. I actually rent a lot on my server Discord, but most of the time not that important though. I think for the classes I play, there's like no need for me to change Jade, at least for now, unless they buff it more. FMJ Defensio? I don't think you need to change. If you want to go for like higher LB, like for example you are at LB 13 only, but you want to go to LB 15 and you don't have enough CTB for 15, then for sure you should have go for LBs. Go for CTD Jades. If you are like aiming for LB 17, definitely go with CTD Jades since you are going to use it anyways. No, Physician actually the FMJ is slightly higher on board damage. Board damage CD ratio, I mean. Hello. But it's not a big difference, so you shouldn't change if you have BMJ already. It's not like a big difference. It's not OP, but it's just like slightly higher. Like by slightly higher, it's only like a few, like I think like less than 10% higher than BMJ, but it also have a longer CD. The thing with longer CD is that if you miss it, you will lose a lot of damage. So there's pros and cons, but I don't think like the Fizz FMJ is worth for you to change. Yeah, because it's really a very small difference. Oh, I didn't know my Penny Blow was on CD. He's not here today, sadly. Saint, not really sure because there's no actual videos about it yet. I think FMJ will be stronger, but there's no videos about it yet, so we couldn't say for sure. Should always look at the actual video. Are you not trying to play new characters? I would like to, but it's hard because of like how the gear system works now. Like even if I want to play a new class, I couldn't do it because all the equipments I'm using are class bind. Avalanche, I think you can stay with BMJ. Like majority of the Avalanche I heard like commenting about the Jade is that like BJ is about the same, slightly stronger, but the thing with BMJ is that you won't use Extreme Twister if you don't have the BMJ on it, but you will still use Frosty Cross if you have the if you don't have the Jade. So that's a thing. It's very true for some of the classes, so it's actually the opposite for VP. Like for VP, the DJ is about the same with the VJ, but for the VJ, you won't cast it if you don't have the Jade. For DJ, you will still cast it even if you don't have the Jade. So that makes the difference. It's like a very small difference, but that's like what you should also consider. Oh, my hero's go. I don't play. I don't have time to play since I am farming for 5 characters. 4 more runs on this arena, and I'm done. I think that's highly a yes, since I'm farming 4 Jades on him right now. But do note that since it's very hard for me to change my main now, so at most he will just be about the same gear as this arena. He won't be any more geared. Unless something surprising happen, like I get a 200% LT plate for example, then maybe I will consider making him into a better sub. It's very unlikely that will happen though, so don't give too much hope. I'm also like, I don't like to play BP as much as before, since I play like a lot of other classes, and I find that other classes are more fun to play and also more flexible. Because BP, I still think that his action speed is a bit too slow, which makes him a bit bad in most situations. Like, even with the VJ, I still think Lethal Torture cast time is a bit slow. Because the transform animation for BP is also really slow. There's also like no iframe for the skill. Thoughts on 3 FMJ, VJ? I would say it's a pretty good Jade. So far, like from what I see. It's not overly OP, so it's good. It also makes the gameplay smoother. That's exactly like what you need for a good Jade. There's like not much bugs with it, so it confirmed will be better than BMJ. Because BMJ is a bit clunky to use and also a bit buggy. Like a lot of times the skill will just miss because of bugs. Yeah, the Arena Hero skill is actually really good, cause it's like pretty easy to land as long as you don't get cancelled. It's like way easier than Defensio one. The best one? I think probably Satyr now. The only one I think is super OP is Satyr. Even after nerf, it's still good. And probably Mara VJ. Mara one also good. Then perhaps Elustra. Elustra one is good also. I think Impactor one is probably pretty nice also. Impactor, I won't say is OP since it's not as high before damage as the Crusader one or the Mara one, but it's still pretty good. I think will be stronger than Defensio. The VJ versus BNJ. Impactor VJ is pretty nice as it solved like one of the bigger problems, which is the intense shock. Intense shock cast time that's usually a bit long, which is hard for you to include it in rotations with your skill CD is too low. And your skill CD is too low, especially during the skill J patch because of the extra CD they give you on +10. So it's often for you to not be able to cast the intense shock without cancelling it or without losing CD on some skills. So I will say the BJ will be a better one Like, BMJ solves the bubble collecting issue, but BJ solves the intense shot cast time issue. Although I don't know like how long it needs to cast the intense shot, because there's no videos on it yet. But for sure it will be better than the BMJ. The damage of the BJ is also nice, so that's a plus. And then I think with domination, you can actually make the L action CD to as low as I think probably 6 seconds or 7 seconds. Probably 6 seconds, yeah. Hi, Missy. Then again, there's a problem with impactors that the class essay isn't as good as the Patrona, although it's still pretty good, but it's not as good as Patrona. And from what I see from the animation, it looks like that it's likely the L action VJ is a melee skill with a rather small AoE. The thing with small AoE is that it's pretty hard to use in combat, since if you get too close to the boss, you will get cancelled. If you go too far away from the boss, your skill won't hit. And then when you can't go too close to the boss, or when the boss is like casting a lot of essay break skills, it's very likely that Impactor will do lower DPS than the other two Patronas, because the Arena and Defensio got this essay from the class mastery, so that they can hit even if the boss is using high essay break skill, like this swipe from this boss. Like if I take it with other classes, confirm I will get swiped away. So you are forced to either use an iframe skill to cancel it, or you need to tumble it. Either way, you are losing DPS. For Patronas, you can just ignore the situation and keep on DPSing. For Impactor, the only iframe they have, I think, iframe skill that can cancel is the bubble skill. I forgot what's the name, but I remember the bubble skill is Shorter Clash. It's the skill before the drift step. Yeah, drift step. You need drift step to collect bubbles, but drift step is also your only iframe canceling skills when you need to get hit. Then the essay from the other skills are not high enough for you to not get cancelled, so it will result in some DPS loss. Won't be significant, but it will be like very obvious if you are doing it on some certain bosses that tends to cancel your skills a lot. Generally, I would say it's still a good class with a good Jade because of the 20% HP recovery per each intense shock. This is like very useful since it's the only, I think it's the class with the most HP recovery right now. The intense shocks recast time can be as low as like 5 seconds or so. Next update events. I think it's very likely that we will get Dark Banquet or the new Gigantus Nest. I'm not sure if this is the right translation, since I didn't play and see when this nest was the thing, but yeah. Yeah, Gigantus Nest. It's either Dark Banquet or Gigantus Nest. I'm not sure which of it will be the one we are getting, but usually we are like 1 to 2 months slower than TDN and CDN. They just get the Gigantus Nest, so it's likely that we will get that. It depends on ED on whether they want to give us like content earlier though. Yes, Impactor will be better than Rena Dream J for sure. And Rena with DJ is very weak right now. Whereas Len, I don't know, probably doing other stuffs. It's not really a new nest, it's just old nest. They just rework it, recycle it. This is the term I like to use. I'm using fire element. Not really. Because this is just in case I want to buy Argenta rings. Since my other classes are all fire element classes. Ring Grid Ripper. Just in case I'm going to buy Argenta ring. But I think it's unlikely. I just picked fire because this is just in case it happens. I don't have enough funds for it, so I can't expect much. Which attack jade are better? You take limit jade if you are aiming for LB 15 or higher in STG. You take attack jade if you are not doing that. The limit jade is only useful if you are doing higher content. If you are not doing higher content, then you shouldn't buy it. Shouldn't enhance it is what I mean, but yeah. Like for example, my defense will go for full limit jade only because I want to do LB 17 STG without changing gears. If I don't need to do that, I would probably go with full attack jades for LB 15 and 16 content. But since I need to hammer it, I'd rather hammer a jade that I know I will use, which is the limit jade. Argenta, from what I see from the CDN trailer, it seems yes, but we are not you are not sure whether what will it be like, because there's not much information they gave us. It might be just a small event, or like a new mode or something. Might not be an actual dragon nest. You never know what they are going to do, because from the main quest it doesn't look like it's related to Argenta, the current main quest. Because the current main quest, we stop at where we are going to the treasure warehouse for Red Lotus, but we should be fighting the treasure warehouse guardian instead of Argenta, but not really sure where ED is going now. And 1M. I think we are saying the special drops. So for the special drops, it's a very low rate of you getting the 1M version. It's I think 0.3% when you get a legend drop, and it's a 1M version. It's very low rate for you to get the correct class, and then also the higher damage variety. Yeah, you need to be very lucky. Hello, hello. That's nice to hear. I actually don't like BP playstyle, so So even though I'm making it as a new sub because I have conversion on it already, I'm not going to make it a main. I'm not going to do that again, since I find BP very bad in a lot of contents. Like, you can't really solo stuff with BP now, since there's a lot of damage they want you to have healers with you. And BP isn't really good because he don't really have a self-heal that can cover up his HP loss. And then this class feels like very clunky. All of the skills are clunky. So it's a bit annoying to play when you do solo. It's not speedy enough for me, because you will still get cancelled. It's better than the current one for sure, but it's not good enough. Especially the part where the transformation doesn't have iframe and it just locks you into place for like 1 second. It's just very bad in my opinion. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay. No, it's not a new nest. It's from the quest, from the main quest. If you follow the main quest, you should know that after we defeat Jade, Wallan gives us the permission to enter the treasure warehouse, and then we enter the warehouse for the not treasure warehouse, but treasury. I think that's how they call it, treasury. But they allow us to enter the treasury, and then we are going inside to find the Chalice of Healing for Rubinard, for him to turn back. That's like so far where the main quest stopped. But then again, it's a bit disconnected right now with like what the trailer shows, since it looks like in the trailer Vander goes to Altia instead of staying in Mistland. Welcome for a subscription. There's no higher chance. They have the same chance. Like my defense here was hunting for life vitality jades, and I got 20 defense jade, but only 1 life vitality jade. Is it more expensive? So, I think it's cheaper for you to buy plus 10 3-piece. Unless you are clearing a trial nest, it'll be 14 or 15 on weekly yourself. Are you going for insight? No. How many FD Jade? Only 1 on this character. I farm on 5 characters, but only 1. This is the only one I get. For ML. Yes, for ML you should get insight. Insight is good for ML. Let me see. Ooh. Oh, that's good luck for you. But the main thing for Minos is the last enhancement, plus 9 to plus 10. I had friends that failed 9 times in a row for plus 9 to plus 10. It already costs them more than buying a new one, buying the plus 10 one. So, depends on your luck, I will say. Ultimate Jade yet? Yeah, I just showed on my arena only. My other characters don't have this. This is the only one. I'm happy though, since the arena is the worst geared one. Can't really complain. Going for devotion. I want to wait for the 3rd one. For Rena, for sure is going for devotion, but she can't use it because I'm not using Minos. I'm using 15 skill up with plus 12 goddess glove now. There's no choice. Insight good for DA. You need to see how much percentage is your hero skill doing and how much percentage is your dark crash doing. If your dark crash is higher than your hero skill, go for insight. If your hero skill is higher than your dark crash, go for the devotion one. Easy. Just look at your skill details. No one can help you except yourself. Yes, I think OF VJ is the best VJ outside of the BP VJ. but I'm not sure how good will it be, because what I see so far for the Jade is that most of the damage is concentrated on like 1 or 2 hits. So there will be a crit problem. It won't be like that nice to use. Like you will get very triggered by like stuff not critting and stuff. But the damage is there. It's a good Jade, I can say for sure. Also, Sunshine Spark with the insight is pretty OP. So can't really complain. I do think that LF will be doing more DPS than probably Ripper and Raven and maybe Abyss Walker also, because of the VJ. It looks easy to use. It gives like LF a lot of free time. So I will say definitely go for that. But another problem I will see is that there's not much skill for LF to use when he ran out of skills. Like before, back in the days where we don't have any Jades, what we do is usually Ring Strike is for the filler. It's a good filler, since you can decide if you want to do the normal version or the CN3 version, depending on how much is the boss moving and whether your skills are on CD and stuff. How to get Aurora Jade faster? Do your FM weekly rewards, do ladder shop. There's a 70, I think 70, yeah, 70-ish Lotus Crown per week, so it's a good idea to do that. And also do your Catastrophe. Like just from ladder and Catastrophe, I think you can get around enough for you to enhance 1 level for almost 1 level for Parasolin with the weekly FM rewards. Probably one level for Parasolin every week, so it's not bad. Hello. Let's see. I need those 2. Guardian. If you like the class, play it, because you need to know that ED is doing balancing randomly. So there might be one day that Guardian's going to be the best class ever. You'll never know. Just look at SD on the BMJ patch. No one expects ED to buff SD that much. So it might be Guardian next time. No one can say for sure. But for now, he's pretty weak, I will say. Yeah, for now he's pretty weak. I actually don't need that much. I thought I would have need more, but that's not true. Weapons. SE buff? No. Not really, I think. Thoughts about defensive FMJ? Someone just asked this similar question. I will say not much thoughts, because there's no video of actually using it. It doesn't look good for me, so I can't say more.
Your stuff will be saved from everything.
I'm not going to change for myself. Like if you want to change VJ, suggest you go change class better. It's better for you to just go for Impactor VJ if you want to change like other Mechtina classes VJ. No point, since Impactor VJ is way stronger. Amish costume? No. You can't find it anymore. Actually, I can wear a Hamish costume for you. Wait. Let me just go out here first. Any hope for Abyss Walker? I think it won't be as bad as before, but LF will still be stronger than Abyss Walker just with the values on the Jade. But we are not sure yet because there's no test for. I think there's no proper test for Abyss Walker yet. I guess. Because we also need to see the skill spread for the Jade at +0 and then compare it to Illusion Strike. But I think it's a really good match if you have Illusion Strike, for example, 200%, and then you can use CD on Night Explosion. It will be a very, very good match. I think Abyss Walker should be doing about the same damage as Ripper and Raven right now with the Jade if you have if they are at the same gears. How to get Noblest vesting? You need to get the top 1 IET spent in the server on 1 character. Do note that it's on 1 character, so you must spend all of it on 1 character. Like, I would say for sure, if you have a high percent plate for Abyss Walker for Illusion Strike, the VJ is going to make him way stronger than before. But then there's the problem, like whether you should use Illusion Strike Goddess or should you use Night Explosion Goddess, because like Illusion Strike is too strong. So there is actually not much you can do. You need to see like which one is better first. I think Illusion Strike will still win with a 200% plate, but you need to get a 200% plate first. If you got a 200% plate for Abyss Walker, congrats, it's a really good Jade. Because you can use the CD plate on Night Explosion. Then, when you don't have Transform, you focus on Night Explosion, which is really good for the class. Because the problem with Abyss Walker before is that he don't have a good filler skill. Like, all of his filler skill deals low damage. But the Night Explosion Jade fixed this problem. The cast is also faster than before. The animation is also better. So I think Abyss Walker will win Raven and Ripper if at the same gear, and also if the Abyss Walker got a high percentage Illusion Strike plate. It's not very good, as in like the damage isn't OP, but if you think about Illusion Strike, you will think that it's pretty nice already, since Illusion Strike itself can carry the class. so I do think that with the Jade, Abyss Walker will have a great comeback, as long as you have a high percentage Illusion Strike. 200%, then it will be good. Still debatable, like whether if you should use which goddess. So need more testing is what I will say. No problem. Sniper. I think the BMG sniper is really strong. She's not like super strong, but she is a tier 1 class. She's not doing too bad. I think she's stronger than Rina right now. But again, the class is bad if the boss moves too much because of how most of her skill works. But then she also suffers from a lot of bugs, so you might feel way lower than what you are doing in STG if you are fighting in combat. You must know. You must recognize that. Will I change to VJ for Ripper? No, VJ for Ripper is trash. Don't even use it. I am trying to. I have too many characters, so I couldn't do that. Sorry. Adding other people inside my run would just make my run slower, since I'm only doing avian spell. Someone have 300% goddess plate? Yes. Several people actually. I think so far now we have a 300% lightning zap and a 300% I think ping pong for a shooting star. How do I feel? I feel super bad. I feel I'm regretting my decision. Hello. Cause you see, I can't bring people to nest. I can't do board mission if I want to finish my nest fast, because need to grind on 5 characters, and then I need to spend FTG pot on my main if I want to keep up with my rating. So it makes me very tired every day. I need to spend at least like 3 to 4 hours grinding in the end every day for the Jades, which is not possible if I work outside. I'm working at home, so that's why it's possible to do it right now. When do I raid? 10 p.m. usually for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and also Wednesday. That's the time where I usually raid, but I won't stream raids before I find a way to reduce the FPS drop, because it's too bad for me to run with FPS drop raids now. I don't need your AB engine. You will just make my run slower. It hurts me if I need to run a run over 3 minutes on my subs. I don't have time for it. Hello. You need to know the reason I'm doing this. I have too much character to farm. It's not because I don't want to. I don't know that I can do without Gen. I know I can do with Gen, but I don't have time for it, okay? I already answered that question. I won't answer twice. That's interesting. Even if he's so far, I still can hit with Fierce. I already tell you when I go. If you didn't listen, not my fault. This is Ripper. Worth to pay? If you need the stuff, then yes. If you don't need it, then no. This is Ripper, by the way. You can know it's Ripper by the reddish effects on the class. For Abyss Walker, the effects will mostly be in purple blackish. It's very easy to spot. And then only Ripper will summon a lot of clones. For Abyss Walker, he is becoming the clones himself. And there's not much action on Abyss Walker. Most of the time he's just casting some magic or something. Do J drops without Gen? Yes, that's what I'm doing. The only difference with Gen and without Gen is the Platinum Stone drop, which I don't really need, because I'm not enhancing my Jade over +10, so I don't need the Platinum Stone now. Yeah, you can just see if it's Ripper by seeing if it's very noisy. Ripper is like super noisy because of the clones. Not bad. Limitation change. Skill rotation. Spam everything that's yellow when you're on ulti. And also if you are using BMJ, spam BMJ skill. So what you want to do is spam BMJ skill. Use all the skills that are yellow. Use B swipe first. Always use B swipe yellow B swipe first. And then when you don't have ulti, still spam your BMJ skill first. And then you want to use an R4 chaser before you go back into ulti. The other skills you can just spam if you want to. It doesn't really matter which skill you spam, since the only reason you want to spam those skills is to recover your ulti CD. It don't have iframe, sadly. Walking too close to the boss. Doesn't matter though, still can finish him without the BMJ skill. Yes, it's hard. It's really hard. You need to see the people I'm raiding with. Like, they have like EOD, and they only focus on 1 or 2 characters. I would like to, but I don't have time, sadly. Don't want to ulti for this. Okay. Like, my raid team people are way more geared than me. So it's really hard since I'm doing 5 characters instead of only 1 character. They don't need to farm as much as me, and then they will have like better results than me because of focusing on 1 character instead of 5. There's also a lot of extra spending for me. Like, for example, DDN accessories. Currently, I have like 4 characters with 4 sets of DDN accessory. Each DDN accessory costs you at least 250k for upgrading. Then, if you count the enhancement fee, would be around like 85k-ish for each, which will make it around like 400k per each accessory. And I need 3 most characters, so it will take me around I would say 1.2 amish just for the base price, without counting the accessory price. For example, Ignis Ring will cost like 80k-ish right now. Then the sparkling rings and sparkling necklace probably 180k. If you add it all up together, it will be around, I will say, 1.5 to 1.8 M per each character. I'm using 4 characters, so just times it by 4, and then it only happens because I play so much. So It's like the downside of playing a lot of characters. Thanks. What do I think about Shooting Star VJ? I will say it's a very good Jade, since it's on one of the strongest skill for a Shooting Star. But then, I think it's still size related. I haven't seen the animation and the test yet, but Mind Flora itself before is a skill that's dependent on. I still get hit, although I'm not there. But yeah, it's a skill that depends on boss size. So far, it looks pretty good because from the board damage, it looks like it will win Adept BMJ already. So you can say that Adept is SS is probably being one of the black horses of the FMJ era. She won't be like super OP, but she's in a good spot. She is at least the T0.5 level for BMJ era. Here you want to tumble to get the FD buff. You miss anything? Not really. I don't have any FDJ job today, so not much. The only thing you miss is arena farming, which happened a few minutes ago. To get the FD buff. FD buff, I mean. Tumble away. You want to open Fate here, but I didn't open in time. It's okay, I open it here. Cast your Art for Chaser first. Tumble here for the FD buff. Then go with Fate Runner. Add the filler skill here is Tumble. I tumbled too late, so I didn't get the FD buff. Do you really need to do? Yes, you still need to finish the main quest. Because main quests give you 0.4% per chapter finished. Then in total you will get around like 11.2% attack on your whole account if you finish it. That's why you need to do it. You also need to do the vendor main quest, since the vendor main quests give you 1.2% attack. So eventually you will need to finish all. Just make sure that your whole account finish all main quests before you stop doing main quests. SS Rogosh is one of the slowest to fill of all classes. Not as slow as Windwalker right now, because the Windwalker BMJ and DJ is a very bad fit for the hero skill. So I would say the worst class now is probably Windwalker and probably Tempest also, since their skill doesn't really match with how the gameplay is. Or Ripper change to FMJ? No. Hello, hello. Small tip with hero skill. See, for Ripper, Dedicate Crow gives like additional damage when high HP. So what you want to do with the hero skill, if you are doing Nest, save your Dedicate Crow for the hero skill, and you only cast it when you are entering the boss, so that the boss is at 100% HP. But still, you need to debuff first, so you will lose some of the damage in the progress, but not significant. Use Fate before casting, so you get the iframe, just in case anything bad happened. There. very fast kill because of the debuff and also of the buff. Go for +10 skill first. Usually what you want to do is cast the BMJ skill as soon as possible, since it's also the debuff skill for Ripper. Then cast the Artful Chaser before. Oh, I didn't tumble in time. Artful Chaser before you go into the ulti mode, so you can get some hero skill charge. A lot of Ripper aren't doing this. You should actually do this more so that your hero skill can charge. Since for Ripper, the only way to charge your hero skill fast is cast the Artful Chaser without ulti on. So you can see, although I just cast it, I have like 30% charge now. Tumble for FD buff. Then focus on spamming on the boss. If you have time, add in a few flare skills. So you can see that Ripper hero skill charge is actually pretty fast, but the main thing for this is like whether you spam the non-ulti Artful Chaser skill between each ulti. In STG you can't do this because STG your ulti should be always on, but in combat this is pretty often because your ulti usually will have like a few seconds CD due to how the boss move and due to bar max and stuff. So it's really possible of doing this, and then you can see that the hero skill is doing a lot of damage. Let me see, hero skill. You can see it does 8%. So it's really important for you to cast Artful Chaser when you are not in ulti mode. Then do remember that when you cast your hero skill, you don't have any iframe on. So best is you cast Fade, then cancel Fade with the hero skill after you get the buff. Then you have temporarily iframe. It's not long enough to cover the whole hero skill, but you can cover at least like half of it with the iframe from Fade. Because you really don't want to get cancelled when you're casting hero skill. It's a very big DPS loss if you got cancelled. I'm still not sure how big the AoE for Ripper hero skill is, but it seems pretty nice from just now. It's going to walk forward. Then I get, because I'm stupid. For this mech and ABN, perfect time to do Fade so that the small mushroom won't hit you. For other classes, you will need to use either a block skill or iframe skill immediately when this happened. Okay, now the ulti is on, and then I do have the dedicate curl on. So what I should do is I should trigger the gust buff with Artful Purchase of a Blade Runner. Then okay, make sure that it's not cancelled. Cast with Fate. If you don't cast with Fate just now, you will get cancelled. I want to save ulti, so I just do this instead. Okay. Cast ulti now. Cast the fast casting one first, so you don't need to combo cancel the beast swipe. In this case, combo again for the FD debuff. Pretty easy to play if you know like when is the time for you to cast Fade and when is the time for you to wait for the attack before you use your next attack, since you need to use Tumble to make sure that you don't get knockback from the boss. Okay, then that's all for Ripper. Next one I'm going to do probably BP. Right clicking have iframe, but iframe the duration is pretty small. And then I would suggest you to use Tumble instead, because Tumble got the Awakening, which gives you 10% FD. Unless it's impossible for you to Tumble the attack, otherwise you shouldn't be using the right click. Oh no, BP is still good. BP is still really good. Even the FMJ patch, the BJ patch, she's still good. She's even better now because of the lonely cloud change. So usually you should Tumble instead of spamming right click because of this counter attack. The final damage increase by 10% is really important when you are in ulti mode, since it benefits the clones also. So when you are casting Beast Swipe and also the Artful Chaser and the Izuna drop and then Shift Blow clones, you can get the 10% FD on your clones also. It's like, in my opinion, better than spamming the right click. But it's situational, since sometimes you need to spam the right click to move away. A lot of classes are going to stay BMJ. Like for example, I will say Raven, probably Raven Ripper, then Defensio, and I think Rina can stay BMJ or DJ since the BJ is buggy. Then ML and Queen. A lot of the popular classes now are staying BMJ. I think Physician can also stay BMJ. Then you have a few other classes like SD also stay BMJ. Ranger can stay BMJ also. Avalanche can stay BMJ also. There's not as much classes that need to change this patch. BMJ, the largest power spike, depends on your class. Like some classes benefit a lot from BMJ, some classes doesn't. So it really depends on which class you're talking about. If you're talking about Moonlord, yes, BMJ is a very big power spike for the class. Then you will also want to get Goddess Helmet and Shield. That's the second biggest power spike. Why I pick Ripper? Someone sponsor me a Ripper Jade, okay? See this Jade here? It's sponsored. Otherwise, I would have played OF instead of Ripper.
I remember the 6 heroes used to store their things here.
For a Ripper, I think Ripper will have a better gain if you go for the other stuff first, since enhancing BMJ doesn't really give that much of a boost. Most of the damage is still from the ulti. It's not that big because you can see a lot of Ripper LB16 clears. They don't have the 15 Jade and they are still doing like really good damage. I can see a lot of Ripper here. They all of them don't have 15 Jade. Like this is just 12. This one I think is also low. It's like 10. Most of the people don't even have a high enhancement BMJ for Ripper, so it's not as important. Hello. Yes, let's try to move to VJ, not because of the CD bug, but because of like VJ is just stronger. Like I'm pretty sure Lestra is going to be one of the OP classes on the VJ patch. Probably even stronger than Sally or Smasher now. Hard to say.
You shall have the best storage here.
You're a defensio. Any suggestion? I will say make sure that you have your overboost buff on, and then try to make sure your taunt is always on. Don't use other skills. Only beat down, repair, and at most taunting blow. Don't use beyond the wall because if you have big FPS drop, it's likely that you will jump backward. When you jump backward as a tank, it's pretty deadly. And I do not suggest Defensio to try and block the whatever it is, the breath, because of Airshock EX. There is a high chance that you will get blown away due to how Airshock EX works. If you don't have Airshock EX, then it's fine to block the breath. But if you have the EX, I do not suggest you to do that. It's very likely that you will die from blocking breaths. I'm open to sponsors. If you sponsor me a 15J, I don't mind making a new class for it, new character for it. Ava, I think BMJ. Yeah, like increase stain BMJ.
Welcome.
It's like the class is really easy since there's not much like interaction between Deto and their stills. At most it's just the electric effect. For Ripper you can stay with Minos first, since Minos is doing pretty nice damage. Just Minos Helm and Shoot. That's what I go with when I clear OB16. It's doable. It's not that bad, but it's like slightly lower damage only. Let me see. Can you activate beatdown instant without Beyond the Wall? Depends on what you mean by without Beyond the Wall. If you mean that can you cancel Beyond the Wall with beatdown instant, yes you can. You cannot activate beatdown instant without using Beyond the Wall because of how the skill works. Just look at Defensio. You see, class mastery 2. When Beyond the Wall is used, beatdown EX shenanigans to instant for a while and can be used quickly and immediately. So if you don't use Beyond the Wall, there's no way of you using the instant. But you can decide not to click the extra click on Beyond the Wall to cast BD instant. It's also a good idea, but if you don't do that, you will lose 20% damage from Beyond the Wall because you didn't hit the skill. 20% for the beatdown instant. It's pretty good, and also beatdown if you are using beatdown after that.
The 6 heroes used to store their things here.
Okay. Let me see. What should I transfer? Oh, I didn't transfer the string. Wait, I should have do it.
Changes.
No problem. Okay, let me transfer the click first. I always forget to. Didn't I transfer it? Oh, it's on the second page. No wonder something is lacking.
Heroes used to store their things here.
Okay, now there's that.
Travel light for your journey.
It's a bit buggy because of how the hitbox works. Like, you need to jump over a certain place so that the hitbox hits. Like, the whole skill is very buggy, so that's why I don't like the skill. It shouldn't be that much of a problem in raids because raid bosses are usually higher, but for nest boss, a lot of nest boss are not as high as raid boss, so you will miss. Let me just demo it here. I can just use my arena since my defense hero is in Red Lotus. Like, the thing is, Beyond the Wall hitbox is really strange. Like, you can even miss in Golem very easily if you didn't do it at the right angle. If you jump too low, you will miss also. So, it's generally a very hard to use skill if you have FPS drop. That's why if you see I'm streaming, I usually don't use the skill because of how much FPS drop I have. If I use the skill, I'll actually lose a lot of DPS due to how the skill works.
What do you want, kid? Hope to see you grow a wee bit taller next.
Always use provoke. Always use provoke. If you don't use provoke, the dragon aggro will be gone, and there's like no point of bringing in a tank but not doing aggro. Like usually you can do it like this, but if you jump here and you won't hit the boss. But if you use other skills here, you will hit the boss. Like the hitbox is a bit weird, like flying knee kick. So sometimes you won't hit. See, like this. Even though I'm close to the boss, I won't hit him. Other skills will hit already. See, just won't hit because of like the skill is just pretty buggy, like flying knee kick. See, even if I jump right onto him, sometimes it just won't hit. It's more related to the boss model than the skill itself. Like even for flying knee kick, it's about the same. Like it doesn't do full damage hit because you are slightly away from the boss. Like if I stand here and then my camera angle is here, I flying knee kick, it won't hit. I think the same applies to Beyond the Wall. Like if I do it here, it just won't hit. Although the boss is just beside me. That's the problem with those two skills. And then they make it the BJ. For Beyond the Wall, they fix it because they make it into explosion. But for flying knee kick, they didn't really fix it because the first part of the skill is still there. So you still won't hit the boss. That's why the BJ for Arena sucks. But the BJ for Defensive sucks for another reason. It's because it still have the backflip. What annoys me is the backflip from this. Because it happens a lot in raids. The backflip happens a lot. Then it happens delayed, which is the worst part. Because usually, you can cancel Beyond the Wall early if you use Be Down Instant right there. So you can go down. Let me just change the skills a bit so that I can cast skill here. Like usually you can immediately use air skill right here. But what happens when you are on raid is that after you use the air skill, you still get the backflip, which is annoying. And then they didn't remove this in VJ, so that's why I think it's a really bad skill for defense skill. Like the idea is cool and it's good, but the hitbox is shit. And then the fact that when you have like too much lag or FPS drop, your skill will get cancelled by the backflip, even though you should have cancelled the backflip already. I would like to demonstrate with my defense skill, but it's hard to demonstrate getting cancelled without being in the raid. Yeah, I think it's how they designed the hitbox, since originally it's a PvP skill. You can't really give a PvP skill a big hitbox because that will be problematic, I mean. Hello. But generally, my advice for using Beyond the Wall, if you are doing raids, don't click the left click, because if you click the left click, you might trigger the backflip, and then if you have FPS drop, it's very annoying.
Your items will be
I will say CD 20% is better. Don't use the 107%. Wait. Are you using a plus 10 Jade or are you using plus 14 or something? If it's only plus 10, then you just go with the 107. If it's over plus 10, then I think maybe 20% is better. Probably 107 better for your case if you are using plus 10. I do have limitation on. Okay, I guess this, then I think I get everything for my BP already.
You shall have the best storage here.
Oh wait, did I not transfer the? Okay, I need to go transfer again. Oh, I'm stupid. Let me just put the stuff on. Sorry, need to go transfer. No problem. It's like a long bug for Patronus. So usually in raids I don't really use the skill because of too buggy. Leave party effects on. I just close all of them. You should be lagging in raids because the end is shit in optimizing. You should have some skill effect removal mods if you have one. If you don't have one, go search on Google. There is probably a lot of good ones. Just make sure that the one you download don't have like keylogger or something in it. But the real solution to this is get a CPU with a higher hertz. With a higher single core hertz is what I mean. But yeah, it's like really stupid. Nothing much you can do. Like DN runs more on CPU than on GPU, so you're pretty much fucked. Like no legit no choice.
For your journey.
Yeah, I did.
Your items here.
Wait, did I transfer it? Why it seems like I transferred it? My stuff are not in there.
This is the historic Saint Haven storage.
This is weird.
You shall have the best
This is
storage.
really weird. After FMJ update, I think either tier 1 or tier 0.5. It's likely she will be very strong. Did I transfer the stuff? Actually, I don't even remember. I should have transferred the stuff already, but I'm not wearing it. I'm probably wearing it already. That's quite stupid, but okay. That would be annoying if I left it in other characters, or it just gone. No, I don't think defense will stay at 0.5. Did I? Then why there's there's the capital. Okay. I don't think so. She'll probably drop to tier 1. Because the new tier 0.5 is way stronger than the current ones. I think only Adept will be able to stay in that tier, because the new Adept BJ is way stronger than a BMJ. So only Adept going to stay there. The other ones are likely to go down. Probably Smasher also, although the Smasher BJ is very good performance in STG, but the boss will move, so it's not much of a big difference with BMJ. Hello, hello. Let me just show some ad right now, since I'm bored, and then it's loading also. Time for ads, my YouTube, refresh faster, so I can show my viewers some ads. Yes, ads, exactly what I need. Okay, get some ads. I will say get the leopard pet first. Which classes I think will go up? Crusader with the new Jade, probably Mara with the new Jade, but Mara still need to see how's the performance with actual players, because in theory it's good, and the BMJ in theory is also good, so it's very hard to say. Adept will stay, and then I think all the other 0.5 will just went down 1 tier. And new ones probably just Crusader for sure. Mara depends. I think Adept and Crusader. That two is for sure. Mara depends on how how good is the performance in SN raids. And STG confirmed it's better than a BMJ. But what we want to see is in SN raids. Because if you look at STG only, Smasher will also stay in 0.5. But since we couldn't really make a tier list based on STG only, so she will not be there. Then I think Lestra, maybe a Lestra, either 0.5 or a tier 1, because I don't really know like how good is the DPS yet. And then I guess maybe Impactor. Unlikely that will be 0.5. It will probably just be tier 1 like Defensio. Dragon Mount? No, I don't think Dragon Mount will be replaced. You can check the NA patch notes, since NA is usually 1 month earlier than us in patch shop. DDN earring? I think VIP earring is still better. Yes, for sure. Impactor is going to be stronger than Rina. Rina's shit, okay? Even in the current patch, Impactor is stronger than Rina. It's just no one gears Impactor, that's why you don't know. Okay, here. He's block. Then we summon the right. on the good side, I'm almost finished. I only left Rain Grid in my main. I hope to finish with my main. Okay, time to cast. This is all the skills that will cancel me. It's already done. Hello. Hi, do I know one gear impactor? Because DNC is a server that a lot of people just like to bandwagon. So if they see a servicer using a class, they will follow that class. Like, I'm pretty sure you will get more people play Impactor if I decided to gear Impactor instead of Defensio. Back when BMJ released. But since I decided to gear on Defensio, most of the people you see now is Defensio instead of Impactor. Hello Indonesian viewers. Yeah, Impactor is just need to change the BMJ and then she will be probably stronger than Defensio. What make VJ Adept stronger than BMJ? More hits. All the hits not concentrated on one hit, and then lower CD. Also, well, because of the lower CD, higher board damage to CD ratio. After VJ, no. After VJ, no. After VJ, it will be stronger. But the thing with Shadow Overdrive is that it's a size-dependent skill. If like the boss size is small, it doesn't really do damage. Like just now, it's like only doing 15%, and this is because I don't have the VJ Lethal Torture, so it's not doing as much as it should. I think in the current patch, Impactor DPS can actually be as same as Defensio already, if you have the correct gears. Like for example, if I get the same gear on Impactor as Defensio, then I will probably do about the same DPS. It won't be higher, but it will be somewhat similar, in my opinion. Like, I can say for sure, like, BJ Impactor is really strong. The BMJ one depends. I still think it's good, but I'm not sure like how much stronger it is compared to Defensio, since there's no Impactor with plus 15 BMJ, so we can't really say anything. Like, no one even bothered to plus 15 a BMJ for Impactor. A lot of the classes, it's just they don't have the correct person. Why am I ulti get cancelled by that? Yes, it's not affected by goddess equipment. But even without it, it should be strong. Cause I heard that from the best impactor in CDN, he said that at +10, the L combo from +10 BMJ will win intense shock already in terms of the percentage. So you can imagine that a +15 BMJ would be will have like less emphasis on intense shock, which is why I think impactor is good. But no one have a +15 impactor BMJ, so no one knows about this. My equipment, pretty trash. I'm using FDN rings and also the free Jurian Blast necklace and the storage transferable noble earring. Like the gears is just really normal. I'm not even full crit here. Is there a reason for that? Yes, I'm full defense on OB17 without using the MDef Jades and P Def Jades. So I do go with full HP because of this. And another thing about Defensio is the more HP you have, the easier time you will have in nests because of the barrier. So my barrier will have like higher HP, so I can eat more attacks with the barrier. Full defense because of the Defensio overboost gives me 30% defense and MDef when I have the buff on. Usually you should have the buff on Defensio 24 hours 7, so it's might as well just count it as a perma buff. What's stopping people? There's no such stuff. Is that a good reason for that? KDN didn't release OB18 STG, that's why. If you want me to say honestly, like if I use a certain bug, then I can clear OB18 without if they release it very fast. If I use bugs, but since I have some dignity, so I don't use bugs and mods in STG, unlike some people. Currently, I think theoretically my fastest time with bugs in STG would be way faster than the fastest time in CDN, but that's with bugs. So don't do bugs. it's not good, which is why I don't use bugs at all. Like there's no point doing it, but a lot of people and see currently I can say are using bugs and mods to get their current timing in STG. There's no point doing this, and I think without the bugs, there will be no one that's able to clear OB18 and see now. If you can get, there's no OB18, so I don't know if there's if I can get to the last part or not, since there's no such thing. But if there's OB18, I currently know a few bugs that can make me clear it very fast. A lot of people are using similar bugs to clear STG now. That's why you see a lot of like weird records on STG. Yeah. Like if you don't use bugs in current DNC, I think even if they release OB18 STG, there's no way of anyone clearing it, because we lose a lot in gears and stuff. Not sure if that's clear enough for you. Like, there's no point in comparing STG records if you know that there are people that are using bugs and mods during the run. Oh, I hate this ball. Which is also the same reason why I didn't update my timing as defensive anymore. No point. No comment on that. No comment on that. You do need to know that I can clear OB17 with 50 seconds if I use a certain bug to do it. I already made it clear that currently in C, there's a lot of bugs or mods that can make you do higher than what you should do. And then I can tell you that I am able to do LB17 with 50 seconds clear time. So don't believe what you see in STG. Just don't believe what you see in STG. The only reason I didn't do it because it's bad for the community, for people like me doing the bugs in STG. It's not good, which is why I don't do bugs in STG. Don't do bugs, don't do mods in STG. Like, why would you want to do that? But there's a lot of people doing that currently in DNC and also in the name. They use mods and bugs to get like a high ranking in STG, which I don't see the point. Like, legit, why would you want to do that? Like, why would you want to use mods and bugs for ST just for a better ranking? Like, what's the point? You do 2 minutes on OB17 for what? For show? Just want to show that you with mods and with bugs you can clear OB17 with 2 minutes? I can clear OB17 with 50 seconds with a bug. I don't want to do it though. It's not that I cannot do it, I already did it before. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. It's not that I can't do it. I can beat his record anytime. I already did it and I changed my job to wash away the record. Because I did it on accident. But I did it before. It's not that I couldn't do it. Like I said, like there's no point of you bugging on STG if you just want the fame and just let people worship you. Fine, but like there's no point for you to do that. And there's no rewards right now, so I don't know like why he's doing that. But As long as he's happy, it's good, because ED won't do shit. ED won't ban those bug abusers or the mod abusers. We already seen that last year. That happened. So yeah, I just don't want to go so low to beat his record. It's not that I can't. I already beat his record way before. I just don't want to do it since I don't think it's the correct thing to do. Yeah. That's what people are doing. That's what people are doing. They just bugged. Like I can do it anytime. It's just that I don't want to do it. And I really did it. Like I see it to wash away the records. So I'm not talking nonsense here. I even have the record of it, but I don't want to show it since versus that I don't want to get reported for accidentally triggering a bug in STG, and secondly is that I don't want to keep the record if like keep the record since it's not done legitimately. FD plates are. I think currently I don't see it as a very high priority. Like if you didn't finish your gears, like such as the basic DDN accessories, Minos, Goddess, and perhaps Gus Incomplete and a FDN weapon, then you shouldn't go for FD plates. FD plates should be the last thing for you to go for. Should also plus 10 the BMJ first before you go for FD plates. Well, I did LB17 with 50 seconds. With a bug. I don't see the point of talking about STG ranking if you are not showing the video and then not willing to show how you do it. Since pretty sure like most of the endgame players are sure that guy is using either some types of mod or some type of bug to do that record. So I don't see the point of talking about his record because it's not done legitimately. Like, just don't even talk about STG ranking if you are not doing it legitimately. Like, you don't even want to show the video of how you are doing it. It means that you are doing something fishy. Like, he doesn't need to do a exact 2-minute run with his OB17 STG. He just needs to do, I think maybe a 2-minute 30 run will be persuasive enough. You should go for the 2 necklace first. I think always go for the plates last, because very soon they are going to give you new plates. Hammers, I think go for them last also. Because I do think the price will drop a bit more. If you are lacking FD, then you use the Chaos Blade. If you are not lacking FD, then you use the Crit Damage Blade. No, it's not 230. It's not 230, okay? It's still 50 seconds because of how the bugs work. It doesn't matter like what lap I'm doing, because it will just be fixed 50 seconds or even faster because of how the bug works. Like, do you know that there's a lot of bugs in DN now that you can abuse to get higher damage and damage that isn't that doesn't match up with your gears now. So I'll just say this, like, talking about STG LB doesn't matter, since the bug is there are a lot of bugs right now that can one-shot the boss if you do it correctly. And there's also mods that can make your skill having like no CD and stuff. Yes, it should be. You should see if like whether casting the skill itself or casting the skill with other skills doing a big difference. If your hero skill is doing a lot of damage, likely is a damage transfer bug. Yeah. But the thing is that you know that he is using some type of bug or some type of mods that makes his DPS so high. Because how do I know? Because if you go compare the gears of the Inqui that cleared 2 minutes in CDN and you compare his gears with them, it's clearly that something is messed up with like whatever he's doing. Because it can't be that so many people in CDN lose to him with better gears by so much, okay? So like, just don't trust anything that's in STG unless they have a video about it. Just don't ever trust anything in STG if the person didn't even show a vid. If he's giving you like reasons that he doesn't want to show the vid, then probably it's fishy. It's like really fishy if he's doing a very fast time on a very high LB and then he doesn't want to show how he's doing it. Like 2 minute runs are super fast. It shouldn't be that hard for him to just do a 2 minute run record. Well, I'm talking about a lot of people. It's like the Yomitsu. But yeah, that's what I want to say. Like it's not only one person; it's a lot of people with fishy STG rankings. Which is another reason why when I'm doing tier list, I don't only look at the STG. Because STG, a lot of people will cheat, so like legit no point of looking at that. the dragon mount as in the mount box one. Yes, it's a bit expensive if you go for buying it from the cash shop. If you farm from BST, I heard from Zhenghui that you need around like 23 million BST points to get one. How long do I play Dragon at Sea? 2 years. 2 years from 2 years already. Pretty surprising that I played Dragon at so long though. I didn't think that I will stay in DNC for 2 years. I felt like at most it's like 1.5 years and I probably will quit. Because DN is becoming boring for me from when I quit TDN. Top FDN weapons worth. I think top FDN hardware weapons should be around 2.5 M, 3 M. Not really sure. What's the price now? Like, the reason they don't upload is because there's something fishy about it. Like, once you upload the STG, and then you'll get people researching on how you did it. If you have people looking very close on your STG, then they will notice how you did the bug. And then they will try to find out how the bug works. Then they will report it to ED. Which is what happened last time with Yomitsu and Boop Snipe and Elf Artemis. Because one of them uploaded the video, and then you can figure out how it works pretty quickly. The only good part about that situation is no one used it to clear Honor Gust. Otherwise, it would be a shame if the Honor Gust clear is by a bug abuser. But I'm pretty sure they've tried it, but they didn't manage to clear. So yeah. It's not nerf. It's called. Like, imagine it. Just because of a bug. Someone is doing ×2 of your damage with no gears. Like, you are losing to a Nereus guy. Or a skilled hero equipment guy. With your plus 10 BMJ, with your plus 12 FDN, and your plus 10 incomplete gust. But, like, they can just win you with way lower gears because they use a bug. Like, it's not fair. And then the idea that people go so low to do that in STG just for ranking is next level. And then the other bad part about this, I'm from Canada. Another bad part about this is that you do need to know that ED is doing class balancing based on the STG rankings. So if you have a certain person bugging the class with like, for example, with like damage transfer bugs or using mods for the class so that he do way more damage, it will affect ED's decision on the class balancing. Like, it will affect ED's decision on class balancing for sure. So it's bad to have people doing that on STG, because if they do that on STG, it's likely the class will get nerfed, or the class won't get any buffs because ED thinks the class is good. Okay? It's not only for making the gameplay fair, it's also for that everyone can have a better balancing. But because people are bugging the STG, ED couldn't balance based on the STG. Like, they will likely just say, oh, this class looks not bad, just no one plays it. You see this guy with like shit gears, he cleared LB16 with very fast time. So it's not our balancing that went wrong. But in fact, the guy is using some type of bug or some type of mod to clear LB16. ED doesn't know about it. So they will base the balancing on that person. And then the class won't get any buffs. There's currently a class like this in DNC now. So I do think that people should stop bugging the STG so that ED can properly do some balancing on it. But they won't, because they want the fame. So there's nothing we can do. Like, the only thing we can do right now is just complain about it. That's the most I can do now. It's the rank grid buff is actually a nerf, and they nerf rank grid hero skill because of a certain bug on rank grid. So you need to know that they really nerf people based on the STG ranking. Because after hero skill, a lot of rank grid is abusing a certain type of bug. Just like some other classes that have bugs. I can't list all of them since people will go try and find all of them. But they nerfed rank grid hero skill charge because of bug abusers. No, it works everywhere, but they base the balancing on STG. Enhance skill offers. So it's cheaper. I think Trickster is good. It's just that he doesn't have a good Jade, so you might need to wait for a good Jade for it. Like legit, just
Welcome.
I don't know like why are you even trying to get good records on STG with bugs and mods when your class isn't good. Like you are not helping your class to get buffs by doing that. You are just making most people's life harder, since it's likely that you won't get buffed because of what you are doing. There's nothing we can do now, except of just talking about it, since
You shall have the best storage here.
it really depends on the bugger or the modder for them to stop. If they don't stop, what we can do is just hope that ED will get better, and then figure out that they are bugging stuff, ban them, and then it will be good. But it's unlikely. ED won't ban people, so there's nothing we can do. What is the bug? What is the bug? A lot of bugs we are talking about here. It's just general talk about STG ranking. Yeah, you'll get it soon. Like wait, let me first finish transfer first. Let's do get better STG ranking. Viewing, balancing, seen by looking at STG ranking. Why am I sure? It happened before! A lot of classes with like actually bad balancing, bad skills, bad skill percentage, but still gets no buffs or nerfs because of people bugging in STG. Bugging or modding. Okay.
Ah, I remember the 6 heroes used to store their things here. Travel light for your journey. Store your items here.
This patch is stronger because of the hero skill charge. Like next patch they will get nerfed. Like it's like pretty big difference. But I can say that Ava is stronger now because of the Insight Minos. But otherwise, if you look at the hero skill, that will get fixed really soon. Same with Moonlord. There's like still a lot of classes with like bad hero
free to
skill
look
charges, but ED didn't do anything.
You shall have the best storage here.
VP is getting a lot of buffs. He is also getting a lot of buffs. Oh, hello. I should stick to the language. Yeah, like the balancing is like really bad. Because they base it on STG.
You shall have the best storage here.
Okay, let's see. Do I have everything? I was talking too much. There will be only not to all people. Like the moment you hear ED in the Q&A session saying, "We buff classes and nerf classes based on STG," you know that you can't expect much from them. Like, they don't even play their classes. Crown helm costume appearance? Sure. Let me go out first. I don't think it looked good with my hairstyle though. Wait, let me finish loading and I go out. The thing with like comparing Inside Nest is that it's not really accurate. Like it's really hard to make things accurate also, since you can see that everyone's gears are very different. Like even just from the STG ranking right now, you see that like I can do later. Yeah, it's okay, like wait. Farming solo in this game takes forever, but it's possible. It looks pretty nice, but it's about the same as the old Vesta crown, if you have one.
Everything changes.
Like this one is a bit better because you can see the metallic colorings on it. And it shines, so it's not that bad. But personally, I still prefer horns because I'm a horn person. You can see my old defensive vid. Yeah. You can see my old STG defensive vid. Yeah, it's really nice. Right, but I think, you know what's nicer? It's actually the lance. The Lunaria lance, it's so nice. Like, look at the lance, it's so good. It's flashy, and then, like when you use skills with it, it's very nice. It's big enough for a ring grid. It's nice. I like the lance very much, but usually I don't use it because the epic costume gives me more boost. Okay, let's go. Too much talking, too less farming. Hello, Gibbs. Gibbs, congrats on the LB16 clear on Saint again. I want to mention it again since the stream. I do have like ultimate jades on my arena. Hello. Oh, congrats. It's nice to hear that they respond to you that fast. I got friends that only get their reply after like 1 month. Nice to hear that happened. I don't have ultimate jades on my other characters though, only on Arena. So I'm pretty salty recently on how bad Arena is right now. I blocked too early. Should have blocked it slower. Oh no, my hero's still. It's okay. But look, the ending action of Iron Lance, the last poke with the Lunaria Lance is so nice. It won't happen because they want to make it so that. But it's actually the same for Ringrid though. It changed from counter flare to Iron Lance. It's not a big difference. Before Ringrid also relies on one skill. My Ringrid? I don't change. Ringrid, I won't change because it's too much cost for me to change to VJ. Although VJ is better. Yes, Alba still use BMJ. You can use VJ if you want to. It's not bad, but it's not stronger by a lot. Even for Ringrid, it's not that strong also. Look at the poke with Iron Lance, it's so nice. Let me do one run with like this so you guys can see it more. Oh, what the? Look, it's so nice, especially the poke. But it's so hard to do nest like this. I can't see my CD. It's not really a challenge though, since I'm doing low floor. It's a bit hard for Ringrid since the CD I didn't remember it. Yeah, the lance poke super nice. Especially for this Lunaria lance. It's like even better since the lance is big. Still worth it. If you've done your main quest and everything already, and you don't need the stuff, go with Goblin leveling. It's faster. Yeah, Yohime. So cute. No, the Lessia voice is cuter. I really like the Iron Lance with BMG. It's like shoo, shoo. Why I run without Gen? Because I don't want to waste my time. It's just a sub, so I'm just going to finish the FTG. I shouldn't even be farming on it though. Oh, my brandish didn't hit. That's sad. It's fine. Use it again. Yeah. If you ask me, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do the nest because I want to farm on my defense more. I want to finish her fast so I can do STG again. Oh, really? I forgot my hornet that touch isn't on. And then the skill I can't cancel that fast, so I couldn't use counter flare for it also. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm going to use BP again after VJ. Ringrid's so cute. I really like Ringrid's like voice lines. A lot of them are very nice. Even the ulti one is nice, although I don't use it because they haven't buffed it yet. Actually, did they buff counter flare already? Or oh, it's the first buff only. The only thing I don't like about the ulti, the new cast speed, is because they remove the last line from the skill. Like usually it will go the Satan something something, then it will go a blaze in the end. Oh, that's so cute. But they remove it to make the cast time faster. Abswalker after VJ, I think it's good. Yeah, I got 15 Jade and then I also using 107 plate for it, so it's doing a lot of damage. Like I'm using the 107 plate for it. Flurry VJ, I think it's pretty good. Abyss Walker VJ also good. Abyss Walker VJ is good in a way that you get a filler skill when you don't have your illusion strike. See the range of that last poke? That's what's good about Iron Lance. Oh. What? No. Why doesn't my Hornet touch respond to that? I almost died just from standing on the floor. But it's worth it. Defensio? No, will not change. I don't have the money to do that. I would like to change, but I don't have the money to do it. I can show later. Wait. For DPS, I will say for current patch, Avalanche is a better choice. Like, my Defensio got like all the gears for her already, so there's no point of me changing to an Impactor. Yes, Avalanche is a DPS plus semi-stacker. I will still say she's more of an ice stacker since there's not much. Oh, my goblin coins again. How much P attack? 22M in town. 22M in town. Iron Lance is always like very high since that's how the class is. It's always very high since for a ranger the only skill that deal damage is the J skill. But it's actually the same for a lot of classes, not only ranger. Like it's the same for Arena and Defensio. And it can get even higher if I use better plates. Like for example, if I remove this, then I put this back. Put this on, then I put this there. Thanks. I don't really like GGC though. Okay. Let me do a proper gameplay of Ranked without using the heal skill. Oh, I didn't manage to use the counter. Thank you, Fluffy also. I don't know. I don't really know I like Ring Grid. I actually don't like Defensio that much. I like Arena more. I like Ring Grid because I like the class animation. Especially the counter flare idea is pretty interesting. I like her even more with the Iron Lance because the Iron Lance animation is just good. I'll get cancelled. Ugh, forgot. Why does Why did touch get cancelled and go into CD at the same time? I just. Yeah, this is the proper gameplay with Iron Lance, because you should actually use CD play for this. It's really fun if you use the CD play, because it's feel like dancing, and you can see the clear time is much faster. Although I missed the hero skill. Like, I like Ringrid enough that I make a guide on her on the DN forums just for this class. See, at this, like, if you use the CD plates, you'll see Iron Lance is doing like almost all of the damage, because of like how much spam you need to do. But the downside of using a CD plate is that you won't be able to use your hero skill as often, and also there's almost no time for you to put in counter flare for the gauge. Yeah, I use CD plate when I don't want to use the hero skill. Oh. No, not like this. Usually I use both, depending on like whether I want to spam Iron Lance or no. The DPS difference isn't that big, to be honest, so. Oh no, my flare. CD play is better for Iron Lance unless you have a 200% one. I'm still hunting for the 200% one, but I think it's unlikely. I'm probably just going to go with the 107. The CD play is really strong though, just cause like you get to cast it more. But the bad part about it is that it makes it very hard for you to cast other skills. So you also have like less reaction time to like what skill you should cast. The damage play is better in a way because you get more flexibility on which skill you cast. This is the good part about it. My stick is higher than me. It's a lance. Oh, you are in the run? I didn't notice. Good that we didn't fuck it up. Like last week, I think we fucked up a few runs. Not last week, actually the first patch we fucked up a few runs because of the new changes. Okay, let me just put this stuff back, and then I can play my defense here. I believe in magic. Here's Battlefield. I think Ancient Talisman will be. I think fastest for the next match. The FB plate will be traced. Oh, okay. Wait, I shouldn't put this away. Okay, just remove both of those, then remove the hatch, then put back them so that I don't need to find the necklace.
Ah, I remember the 6 heroes used to store their things here.
Okay. Let's go.
You shall have the best.
Oh wait, I forgot to put the hat.
Feel free to look around.
Hat. Okay.
You shall have the best storage here.
Okay, let's go for Defensio. I hate Defensio farming the most because she's the one with the most inputs. Let me just type it out so it's clear. Generally, it's better to go for Zoom if you are lacking FD. If you are not lacking FD, FD get sparkling nut plus rain plus sickness. What? Find the stuff. I think I need this, and this. Do I need the other stuff? Nope. I get both of those. Sort. So that it goes to the first page, wear it, and also wear it here. Should I change some costumes? Maybe. And Defensio is so cute. Let me check the TH before going to farm. I want more Makina costumes. Huh. Okay. FMJ? No. FE plate will be replaced with what? There is a new plate. Wait, let me type. There's a new plate you can get from board mission. Do I like BTS? I'm okay with BTS. Think about Benaplaga FMJ, BJ. It's really nice. I think the VP BJ is very well designed. So definitely should get it. But if you already have a high enhancement DJ, stay with DJ. What country are you? I'm in Canada right now. If you're asking for Ebates, he is from SG. Okay, now's the struggle with Defensio. Let me just drink a dream pot so it's faster. I learned to drink like dream pots now. Dream pot, drink. First skill, my 2 plates. Don't know yet. There's no details about it yet, so I won't know. I think VJ better for VP. Okay. I think I need to put the hero we summon button to somewhere closer. Okay. Is Karahan good? For fire element users, pretty good. Oh no. I think, hot. Evade's #1 Moonlord. Evade's always #1 Moonlord. I insist. Let me see if I keep the evades means here. I think I probably did keep some. Not this one. Probably not this one also. Yes! Evades meme! I do have some! I do have some! I have even more! Read it! Read it! We need to petition! Evades pink hair! Perma pink hair! Let me see if I have more. Let me just add a new one. Wait. Add an image. Then add source. Add a new source instead. Wait. Picture 9. Okay, properties. Wait. Almost there. Let me put the evades meme. Actually, where do I put it though? Remember, it should be somewhere here. I always kept it. Okay, now everyone can see it. Best ML evades. You're not bullied! Everyone's saying you are the best ML. I will say Destroyer better if you want to go to raids because it's a tanker. Usually support classes are a better choice. No, I'm not going to remove it. Let me finish the run first. It's okay, Evade. You're always the top 1 ML in my heart. Oh, oh, what the fuck? Why is it so? Don't worry, EB. I'll take it off right now. See, I'm so nice to you. Rahan, do it. Yes, okay, nice. I'm proud to say that I'm an Evade fan. Yeah, Evade's always best ML. Even if people tell me that Zhonghui is the best ML, I disagree. That Evades is the best I disagree, and I always say Evades is the best one. No matter who is the highest ranking ML, Evades is always the best one. It's not about ranking anymore. It's Evade's spirit as the best ML. Fun fact, like in my Discord, Evade is always named like best ML. Yes, it's true. It's true. I even tell Zhonghui don't believe me. I always tell Zhonghui that Evade is the best ML. I even say so you can always find Evade if you have ML questions. You can go ask Zhonghui. I really told him that. Don't worry, Evie. Everyone know you are the best ML now. I need to stream more and then tell everyone Evades is the best ML. Even Somi agree you are the best ML, okay? You are always the best ML, EB. No matter what you do. I don't care what other people say, you are always the best ML for me. You are the ML that transcends EOD. Hi, son. See, 2 of my idols here. One is Sun, one is Evades. Thanks for a subscription. That's weird. How did I had it right here. No, don't go, don't go, don't go! Yes, soon Bates is going to teach us how to play DN. No. Somi said you are best ML also. Everyone says you are best ML. I make everyone agree to me, okay? If you don't agree to me, I will try to persuade you, okay? 100%. Yes. Thanks for the subscription. Okay? Even Somi agree you are the best ML. If anyone doesn't agree, I will make myself rank 1 and then I change my name to Evades. And then I tell everyone I'm an ML. Don't worry, Evie. Do remember Evacos. We always remember Evacos. It's not bullying you. Like, you get everyone's copy your name. It's an honor, okay? To be worshipped by so many people. Oh yeah, my item didn't come out. Disable effect? No, for if I'm soloing, you couldn't see. It's just I make everything to 10. I think soloing it doesn't really matter if you have mod or no. I will change my name to Evacos, okay? If people start to doubt Evades, I'll make sure that I win all the Moon Lords as Evacos. And I'll say Evacos best ML. Like last time. It's always the cult of evades when evades appear in the chat. Most complicated class? I will say either Tempest or Avalanche right now, because they are not really one skill only. But generally, I don't think any class is complicated. In the end, you are just all smashing some buttons. To be honest, there's like no class that's complicated to play if you play it enough. I should have gears up first. What am I doing? No, don't go. Yes, okay, perfect. Okay. Why am I playing solo? For faster runs. Okay, perfect. I finish it before the duration ends. And because I only want to get the Jade Dust. I want to save some time. Evie wants to carry me. Only for you. No. Evade's more famous. I don't care. If Evade's not famous enough, I am going to put an ad for Evades every day when I stream. There will be an ad at the lower corner, probably lower left corner, with Evades. Mara. Mara is just resetting. You need to know like how the class works. It's just resetting the transform in and out of the transform. And then you just pick the best skills to use during transform and before transform. It's more of bubble gathering than transform. In my opinion, it should be a bit similar to SD, since SD is also bubble gathering to CD reset. It's about the same, it's just that for Mara it's not called CD reset, it's called transform. No, Evades is the real idol. I disagree. Evades is always the real idol. I forgot to drink the number. What? I need to make the run faster so I can sleep. Evades best ML. Evades is my idol. I made so many memes for Evades only. I made none for other people. That's how idol is Evades. I even make memes for him just cause he's too idol. For me, I'm working. If I'm studying, I wouldn't be able to play this much. Evades other people bug STG for fame. You don't even need to bug your STG and then you already get fame. And then you are complaining about it. What's wrong with you, Evie? What's wrong with you? Why is Evades the best ML player? Because he is. Hello, welcome to the stream. I can show you again why is Evades the best ML. We can all see together why is he the best ML. He says I got skill, no money. That's why he is not there, okay? He got skill, no money. That's the only reason he's not there. I got skill, no money, okay? I got skill, no money. That's why he's not the top one. 4 PM wedding? I can come if you want me. I don't mind coming. There's like no point except getting the oath buff. I'm always okay with getting the oath buff. I can farm a bit more before I go to sleep. Thank you for the oath buff 啊，宜家，免费 oath buff， 何乐不为？多开心！ No, not like this, not like this. Almost died. Yes, Adept will change to FMJ. FMJ is better as in its multi-hit, and then also the fact that it has lower CD, higher war damage to CD ratio. That's why. But I'll say it's likely that the FMJ gameplay will be very boring. Okay, perfect. I'm half Chinese. My race is Chinese. My parents are from Taiwanese, obviously. The I am not Taiwanese. Like if you go by like where you are born, I'm born in Canada. And then most of my time was in Canada. No HP. What about physician? I don't think you need to change. BMJ is good already. Like the VJ doesn't give you that much of a boost. Why do I combo? For more hero skill charge. Wait, let me demo it later. Let me drop the HP first. So I want to finish it faster. Okay. Almost. Let me just one more beatdown combo. Okay, you see it's 93.33, right? For now. If I do Lariat taunting blow, what will happen is that it's only giving me 3% instead of the usual 6%. That's why I'm doing it apart, but you actually lose a lot of damage if you do it this way. So depends on whether you want to do it. The CM3 is still good because it does more damage, but just using TB only is good for spamming hero skills. I do TB only because I want the iframe for the skill, and also since ABN is a nest with a lot of blue bars, it's actually better for me to spam hero skill than spamming Lariat taunting blow. You can see that the Lariat's doing lower damage than usual because I'm not linking it. Like if I do Awaken Taunting Blow, it will be way higher. And then you can see that the hero skill isn't actually doing a lot of damage. So I will say for most cases, doing CM3 is better instead of doing the hero skill combo. I don't use VPN to play in DNC. Concentrate on. I don't know. If you want to play Defensio, then probably get your Goddess first, and then get your BMJ. Other stuff, it's about the same as getting anything else. Can I see my play skills? You can see it in SDG. It's the same. I just changed the TV to a CD only. If I want, I can go back to the normal one, or just removing the CD plate. So it's not a big change. Better FDNs for weapon for Defensio. FDN weapon is, I think, if same enhancement, FDN is always better. If FDN is higher, then FDN is better, of course. Let me do the normal rotation for you without using the taunting blow. Like, actually, I think you will get better damage this way instead of like the hero skill version, because the hero skill version is not really that good. It's good for tearing down blue bars, and that's only a bit. FD plays now, I think you should wait. Okay. Why this bug again? Not actually bug, it's just how the skill works, but still. Okay, that's scary. What the? Oh no, why is Spunk coming back? So bad. I don't have our year class, yes. What day? 28th and 14th. Okay. Let me show the details. Like for this, you can see that it's like doing way more damage compared to the non-awakening version. Should be doing way more. Yeah, because the Lariat's doing more damage. That's also because like the boss move a bit, so it's hard to hit. But generally, like it should do more damage. Okay. I think that's all for today. Any last questions before I close my stream? Since I'm going to rest a bit now, and it's time for me to do Arknights. Or do you guys want to see Arknights? I can do Arknights also. But I'm not sure if I need to update my PC version, like the emulator thing. Why is it so hard for me to get FPGs? But I can't really complain since I get 2 attack phase today. 14k to be specific. 14k contribution. What's this now? Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. LB17, there's a video on it already. Why do you want to look at it then? It's the same thing though. Let me just find it for you. Sunset, Training Ground, LB17, Defense 0. I already made one before. Wait, let me just... why do I need to see my own ads? Can't they just remove the ads for me? Since it's my channel. Fuck you, why so many ads? Yes, Eden outsourced the members when I think I forgot which era, but Eden was sort of like most of the members that are still active back then. Okay. 17. I'll just join Slowkai's wedding thingy first. Not really disbanded, but like more like people become inactive, and then like a lot of them just go to Eden, or they go to other guilds. Now it's active again, but like the older people mostly just quit or join other guilds already. Before in Eden, I'm in Windsblade. Windsblade, Amicitia. Was not cool. I don't know how to win. And then Phoenix. Is it 4 p.m.? Any more questions before I close my stream? Slowkai married. Don't know. You need to ask them. I'm not even sure if there's a town oath buff. But I have to say the Makina old wedding looks very nice, especially if you look at the butt. Like there's like two small like wing-like stuff. It's actually a ribbon, but it looks like a small wing, so it looks very good. Thank you, thank you. If there's no more questions, I will end the stream since there's nothing much for me to do now. I'm just waiting for the oath buff. Probably farm with the oath buff, and that's all of it. Nothing much more. But yeah. Okay. I'll let him finish the inviting viewers part. No problem. Can just ask in my Discord. If you are not inside the Discord, I will put the link here. Can also always ask inside, since I will reply when I see. There's a lot of good people that will answer you also, so don't worry. Discord. If you want to contact me or ask questions when I'm not streaming. If I see it. Or if someone answered, or if no one answered. Actually, I don't need to type that much. Doesn't matter that much. What do I have? Oh, nice. Let me seal. So yes, both of the rings sold. That's good. Okay. Good day, everyone. I'm going to close the stream right now since I think it's time for me to farm Arknights. See you guys next time. How to plus 16. YOLO. So yeah, I am going to close stream.